living my best life like Duval. My backwoods packed and roll like U-Hauls. Winners win, if you don't get that, then you lost. I just wanna make my mama proud. Talks with my little brother, but he in the clouds. I just wanna hear my daughter say they love their dad and see they smile. And be the motivation for a ghetto child, you know.
They love it when they see you down. They don't wanna see you up. Gotta keep grinding hard and never give up. When grind before you shine. Yeah, I knew this day was coming. I'm here and now I run it. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm living my life. I'm living my life. Right through the night, you are a star. Let your face shine. Illuminate the night. Illuminate the night. Let your rays shine. Shine through your light.
If I ain't at the top of your list, it proves you silly. Like I ain't got one of the most poppin' movements in Philly. Did it from the trenches, no gimmicks. Who wouldn't feel me? Unless you comatose, know my moment gonna approach. So keep that same like an energy. Don't show up when I blow up in my deck saying remember me. Please stop, your name ain't P-Rock, can't reminisce with me. Missing in action at the practice, first at the victory. Trying to celebrate, bump out in this hella lane. Gotta read between the lines, speak the vibes, tell them skate. Stay in tune with your star player, anything is possible.
Hello. Welcome to WillPower UnSurfaced. It's your girl Khadijah Sims along here with my guy and my permanent co-host Obama EA. So let's give it up to EA. Yes. So he is here for the duration.
Absolutely. And I promise to quiet down sometime.
And so EA, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you guys, you and Toucan, everybody here at Glockaware. And although we will not be airing next Monday because of the rich dollars, right. That's my 2-year. That'll be WillPower's 2-year anniversary.
So that'll give us time to, now we got to see. You can't do it by yourself. We got to bring back.
I got to have Dawn. Dawn's going to have to take off work.
Yeah, she got Dawn.
I got to get my Facebook Live up because I got to get Dawn. I miss Dawn. Yeah. And I got to get her.
I miss Dawn too. Dawn was decent.
Yes, and I got to get her here for the anniversary. But yes, I have been doing this for 2 years, and I'm so excited, and I'm ready to take WillPower UnSurfaced to the next level.
It's ready. It's already going.
I'm ready. I'm what they say, ready to go. I'm ready to go. Okay,
ready to go.
I'm ready to go. So I have some things that I've been writing down and putting together, and I will let you in on it when I get the stuff done.
Absolutely.
But I'm so excited for my 2nd year, but going into my 3rd year. And I'm just excited. And
time flies when you're having fun.
Time goes so fast. Can you believe it?
It do.
2 years. Like, wow.
It don't. Let me just say this. I got 5.5 in.
Wow.
And I be like, yo, wow. All that time went by?
Quick.
Because when you like what you do, you don't think about the time.
Because it ain't like work.
It ain't like work.
It's not.
Well, it is like work, but it ain't work.
But see, it don't feel like you're working.
Right.
You know?
No, that's
when you're
true.
doing something like, did I break the daggone thing up? When you're doing something that you love, they always say, find something to do that you love, and you will never feel like you're working.
That is true.
And I absolutely enjoy coming on my podcast, sharing business owners' stories and how they got started. And sorry about that, guys. I'm over here trying to get it together.
Right.
And
we good.
I'm talking about my live. Hey, Dawn. We were just talking about you, Dawn.
Dawn.
You gotta take off work, Dawn. Tell them people you gotta take off so you can come here for the anniversary show in 2 weeks.
Right.
Need to see you. They go, hey. Yes.
You gotta do that.
Yes, you gotta come
Or you gotta do a Zoom.
Come on, or you gonna Zoom in. Can you Zoom in for work or something? Because I definitely want you to come on for the anniversary show.
Absolutely.
But it's like I said, the 2 year it has gone so fast. And I thought about it like, wow, it's been 2 years. So that means I had a lot of guests on my show in 2 years. And I want
that's real.
Yes, but I really want to get back to inviting the people on,
right,
and sharing their stories, because
right.
that's what the WillPower podcast is all about.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Leon, what up?
It's all about getting the stories and the messages of the people, our people.
That's right. And really spreading the information. You know, some people need willpower. Some people don't have willpower to move on.
Gotta have
willpower is a very, very strong word. Very, very, very strong phrase,
yes.
You know, to have willpower, you know. So something like our guest tonight, some of our guests tonight is, you know, based on willpower.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's decent when, let me give y'all a little understanding. Like Kern Bradley, he always chime in on the live too.
Kern.
Like Kern, a lot of my friends, I want to bring on willpower because these guys have willpower. Like Kerman Bradley, he went through a lot. You know, everything that he went through in his life, he still took the time out of his leisure time and coach Oak Lane football.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like I went up there one day and I was just so excited how he had the young guys all rallying together. They was on their way to a away game. It was very exciting. So Kerman Bradley and guys like that, I'm bringing up.
Yes.
You know, it ain't to talk about hip hop and what we do. It ain't talk about sports. Just how we're interactive in the community, yes. And how we use our willpower to help others.
Absolutely, because it's all like we said before. It's all about willpower. Because
it is.
When you have those days, because I know personally for me, days that I had to drag myself out of bed because of certain situations that was going on in my life. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to move. I just wanted to stay in bed. But I knew that I couldn't do that. I knew that not just for myself, but also for my children, that you got to get up and you got to move. And for me, willpower means so much, you know, just because of
I get it.
The whole thing with just having willpower. And then my dad, you know the story I've told you guys about my dad painting the picture and him dying while I was taking care of him, and me finding this picture that he wouldn't tell me what it said.
Right.
And he made me figure it out. And it all came together for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I just want to say to people out there, I always say this, but this is so real. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. If you have things that you want to do, don't let naysayers stop you. Because people...
That's true.
People...
Like, you know, somebody that just chimed in like Khadijah Savage.
Hi, Khadijah.
Cheddar, we got to bring you on this show. And when I brought Cheddar on, I brought her on the, you know, the Hip Hop on Deck radio show. We had a lot of fun. Cheddar is a strong sister. Her brother's Kabani Savage.
Okay.
You know, and when this is all about the willpower we talking about. So bringing these positive people, allowing them to talk about their spirituality, how they created their willpower.
Right.
You know, how some of these people that created their willpower, you'd be like, like right now, me, like, how are you able to just
do it?
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Like you know, you gain so much and then you lose triple what you gained and you're starting all over, but you can still keep a positive.
You have to. I remember reading a book by a guy who I'm not going to be, I decided that I'm not going to be advertising people on my show that ain't paying. But I remember me reading a book about a very successful person that started a sports line. Mm-hmm. And I remember reading this book, and this book gave me so much encouragement to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do, because it was so funny. Because when you see this company, we all know who they are. We all wear them all the time. I remember reading how
Give us a guess. Because, you know, the people may want to know who we're talking about.
It's a sneaker company. It's somebody, we all wear them. I don't know anybody that doesn't wear this brand.
All Day I Dream About?
Nope.
Just Do It?
Nope. He was going after them. His goal was to beat All Day. His goal was to beat All Day I Dream About. That was his goal when he started. Wow. And now he has exceeded that. Exceeded that.
I think everybody who had a thought come to fruition, once they put it, see, it's the action. The action, I ain't gonna say the action is more important than the thought process, because you have to believe, you have to think of something before it manifests.
Right.
Like, okay, before Yama decided to write this book, she went through
absolutely.
A turmoil.
Exactly.
A real bad one.
Exactly.
So now she has a book that you're writing a film for.
Right.
I'm excited to be about this
wait.
film. It's all about willpower.
It feels so
like
good.
a cheddar, you gotta be in this film. There's a lot of people that got hell of a stories that may not have a book out. If you want to do a short film, first of all, you do gotta have a small budget. It costs, but when you know people like us, she's a writer. She writes full plays. Like, let me show y'all something. See this? Look. This a whole full movie. A whole movie. Already ready. Look.
It's ready to go.
Ready to go. You know, she do this. And it's only about 150 pages. So about 3 days we filming. You know? So WillPower UnSurfaced podcast will write. If you have an idea, whether you went through something in your life, even if you want to make a documentary about your life and your children, you don't have to be famous to make a documentary. You can make a documentary about your bloodline.
Absolutely.
And show it to your family on Thanksgiving, on the days that y'all get together and have dinner.
Because one thing I know for sure is when you talk about the bloodline, I did a ancestry research. And some of the things that I found out, like where my great-great-grandmother lived at, where she came from, her people, you find out so much stuff that you don't know. You find out things that you would never know. Like I found out my mother's father's family was West Indian.
Right.
And
so they were Yachty people.
It was Yachty people.
So they were, well, West Indian don't always mean Jamaican.
Well, no, West Indian can be anywhere in the islands, the Caribbean,
right,
anywhere in the
correct.
Caribbean.
So
but,
let me rephrase that.
Yes,
everybody West Indian ain't Yachty people.
Right. But it occurred to me after I found that out that a lot of the ways that my grandfather had were ways of West Indian people. You know what I'm saying? And so I was able to put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was just amazing to me, like I said, because I just found out so much, like my grandfather's address when he was a little boy, where he grew up at, who his grandparents
Why is that important?
First of all, it's important for many reasons. One, it's always important to know where you come from,
your bloodline,
and who you
That's
are.
right. Right,
And
your bloodline is important.
It's important, and because of the way our people were separated during the slave trade, you have cousins, and family, and you might sleep with one of them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Because
you might have a second or third cousin, you don't know who they are.
That's honest to God. That's honest to God truth, because you got 5th cousins, 6th cousins. I know a guy personally that messed with his cousin.
Right.
They like second cousins.
Wow.
Fell in love with her. She fell in love with him. She lived a lie. She got pregnant, had an abortion.
Wow.
It went that far. Right. Like, I thought that was the most nastiest. I mean, that's your cousin. But then I was like, no excuses. He was on taking all kinds of drugs, I guess, to blind sight.
To kill that
the
feeling.
blind sight
It was
what
that
he was
feeling
doing.
of guilt that he had.
That was horrible. That's
feeling
horrible.
Of guilt. But that's why I think that
he ain't had willpower. No.
He was very weak.
He was unsurfaced.
Yes.
But he wasn't on this podcast.
he
wasn't on this podcast.
But the crazy part is it's the truth. Because when you don't know who your people are, you understand what I'm saying? You don't know who your family are. You mess around and sleep with a family member. The music playing too can. You mess around and sleep with a family member, and you like, damn. Because, you can have something wrong with your kids if you mess around with a family member.
That's just nasty. But let me just say this.
I mean, it's nasty, but what if you don't know?
Let me say this.
What if you don't...
That's been going on.
Yeah.
That's been going on for a lot of centuries. Way before we was born. Those that don't understand it, do your own research. Don't wait for somebody to tell you about how that came about.
Right.
Just like polygamy. Some people think that it was just Islamic. It's not.
No, it wasn't. No.
Do your research of where polygamy comes from.
Yes.
The origin of it. Do your research. That's part of willpower. That's a part of having willpower. Like this guy that's coming up, Rob the Gov. Now, I never asked Rob the Gov. He's born and raised in my neighborhood. He's from Somerville. I'm from Wessel Glen, but that's still uptown.
Right.
Rob, what made you call yourself the governor? But I like that Rob. Look at it. Look, we put him right on the spot. Come on, Rob.
Yeah, the governor has arrived.
Come on, Rob.
The governor has arrived.
Come on, Rob the Gov. There you go. Come on, Rob. Go right over there and put them headphones on.
We ain't talking about the one in Harrisburg.
No, we ain't talking about. Put the headphones on, good brother. Get you live and all that. I know how he do. He's ready. I just spoke him up. That's how Wessel Glen and Somerville used to do anyway. We used to talk trash about each other, catch each other slipping like transmissions. And back in the day, we used to fight. Make sure your mic on, too. Let me make sure it's on.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Your headphones on? Can you hear us?
Yeah. So, yeah, to turn him up. Yeah, now,
Go.
there go my guy, Rob the Gov, you know. Now, Rob the Gov is, first of all, Rob, the people already heard us talking about you.
Right.
Let's just get right to it. What made you attribute yourself as the governor?
Actually, the people in the neighborhood did it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was basically just.
It's on.
It's not on. The mic not on.
Yes, it is.
I can hear him.
Can you hear me now?
It's
hear
on.
You. I can hear you.
Okay. Well, basically, in the neighborhood, I just started doing different things in the community, as far as trying to help out with different people that was homeless, people that was on drugs, because I'm a recovering addict myself. So I was trying to help
love you
them.
when you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I just celebrated 12 years in December.
Yeah.
That's willpower. That's what we talk about.
I started just doing different things in the community, trying to help out. And I wasn't alone. I had other people that was there that was helping me. Then I started doing, the birthday shout outs on Facebook, and no matter what neighborhood you was in. So then people started calling me the mayor, and then after that they was like, no, it's a mayor uptown. So they just started calling me the governor, and that's where it went from there.
Rob the Gov.
Rob the Gov. The Gov.
Now, Rob, you kind of sugarcoated a little bit of you.
Well, I ain't gonna sugarcoat.
I know. Tell them from the very beginning.
Right.
We know we both helped tear down Wessel Glen, Somerville, whether bottom side Somerville, top side Somerville, all parts of Somerville.
Well,
now,
I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. This is about overcoming, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And I played a major part in.
No, you good. Good.
I played a major part in wreaking havoc in Somerville.
Right.
As far as I'm gonna keep it 100.
Right.
I sold drugs in Somerville. I went up Wessel Glen, used to go up there just to fight them.
Yep. Simon's Playground. We used to put our dukes up. Yep.
I played ball everywhere. So everywhere we went, we basically got in fights. Down in Harlem, up Finley. Me and my guys, we used to ride our bikes all over the town, and we got into some things that we shouldn't have, but we had some major old heads in our neighborhood that really, really taught us the way. And we were, if you played basketball,
are they still alive? Them old heads you're talking about, are they still alive?
Quite a few of them are.
Give a few of them their flowers while they are alive. That's the ones.
Let me talk about Choose, Rock, Harrell, Critter. Lonnie J, Pond, Gramps, oh man, old head, these dudes, old heads, right, man, they taught us the way, like on the real, and they instilled a lot of us, and the ones that are gone, like Stymie, Half Head,
Half Head,
yeah. McKell, yes, like
y'all ain't had no Half Head in South Philly, did y'all? These?
No.
Listen, there was like a lot of people that had, my brother, man, he rest in peace. They call him GQ Rick, Pretty Ricky. That's where I get all my dressing from,
I thought you was gonna come in here. I said, Rob, he's straight from work. He gonna go home and put a suit. Rob will put. Let me tell you how thorough Rob is, real quick. Let me bring him up to speed, cause he one of the brothers that I admire.
Appreciate
that he did a complete 180. Some brothers at 120. They haven't made it 180. Some brothers did a complete 360. Used to be drug dealers, used to play with guns, and they back doing the same thing.
Right.
Whether it's recidivism, going back and forth to jail, and they still doing it. At 50-something years old, some of them still doing it. He is one of the guys that I always look at and say, no matter what stumbling blocks he had, he made them stepping stones.
Yes.
I experienced it. I watch him. He's one of the brothers that I asked to be one of the co-hosts on the new fashion show coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that one.
And he's, let me just say this. The name of this show, Rob, is WillPower. See it right there? WillPower UnSurfaced.
Yes.
You are the ones that demonstrate some of the strongest willpower I have ever seen from any minority male.
I appreciate that. And let me tell you, just so a lot of people may not know, and I can hit this real quick.
Yep. Do you? No, it's all about
listen,
you.
A lot of people don't know, where he's talking about the willpower and different things. I know y'all heard me say I was a recovering addict in the beginning, right? But I got to share this, right? Because, like, I was an addict.
Can I
like,
tell him.
Oh, yes. I was an addict, like where I was homeless, where my family, they didn't want me around them at all, I turned my back on them for the drugs.
Right.
I was strung out on crack. I ain't ashamed of nothing that I've done, right? But see, the thing is, right, when that little voice said enough is enough, right? I went to a recovery program called Everything Must Change, right? And I went.
Salute them.
I got to give out to Everything Must Change, Darryl Robinson and Sherelle Robinson. Also got to give out to One Day at a Time, Mel Wells and Daryl Chapman. I can't forget them because they're part of my crew. They helped me all the way. But when I was saying I was homeless, I was homeless, like eating out the trash can, like homeless, like sleeping.
I didn't know that, bro.
Sleeping down in the train station, homeless,
So
like that.
So can I ask you something? What was it? What was your turning point? What caused you to say, okay, this is it. Enough is enough.
Listen, I was out just on a binge, and Christmas Eve, 2009.
Explain a little bit of the out.
What
was you doing?
Just getting high. No matter what. Any money I made, I got high. I'm good fixing things, and so I go do this for somebody, and I go get high. Right. I'm going to do this, I'm going to get high. I couldn't keep a job for nothing because payday, I'm going to get high. I ain't coming back to work,
Right. Right.
I'm going to keep it 100.
Right.
I wasn't going back.
Right.
So, just like I stole, I stole my mother's time.
Damn.
And then that's like a hurt piece, I stole my father's time. I stole my family's time. Right. And not only
I get
just
what you mean when you say that.
Yeah, not just their time, man, but I stole from them literally.
Right.
Like I'm talking about robbing her bank account, like stuff like that, just to get high. So when that turning point came, I had just burnt every bridge I had, even down to some friends that was letting me stay with them.
Oh, wow.
I burnt every bridge to where I was literally just done.
Right.
And then I was tired, but I kept fighting it.
Right.
I was so tired of getting high, but I kept fighting it because I was still, that addiction just had me like, no, you're going to continue to get high. You're going to continue to get high. Right. But December the 24th, 2 p.m., 2009, I'll never forget it. I was coming from St. Joe's Hospital. I was on my way back up to 17th and Cumberland to finish getting high. And a little voice said to me, like, listen, enough is enough. Go to the recovery house. And the funny thing about 3 years ago, I was working with the guy that owns the recovery house, Darryl Robinson, doing construction. And that's one of the houses I painted, right?
Oh, wow.
I painted that house.
Wow.
So I was already down at Girard. The house was on Poplar, 16th and Poplar, 1611 Poplar Street.
You remember that address?
That's right. Because that's where I turned my life around, man. Like, literally. And I went there. I knocked on the door. I said, yo, call Darryl, call Big Mark, or call Sharon Floyd. I said, tell him little Rob here, I need some help. Went in there. Everybody in there was from Baltimore.
Wow.
Wow.
They told me literally, you're not going to make it. I said, why you say that? I said, because you're in your own neighborhood. All of them came from Baltimore. Was 32 men in the house. I was 33.
Wow.
All of them was from Baltimore. One of them was from Jersey. And they kept telling me I wasn't going to make it.
Do you still interact with them?
Some of them, yes. Some of them, dropped off the grid.
Because I know a lot of people, Rob, when we, not only that we friends, we day ones, we grew up, but we friends on Facebook.
Right.
So I see that, bro, I see the love that we all give you. And I know why I love you now.
Appreciate it. Man. Love you
Even
back.
I'm emotional, maybe because some people judge me by my zodiac because I'm Cancer, and I was born July 1st, so I'm the beginning.
Right.
I don't know what time. Those that understand, I don't know what time. And my mother was alive. That's why I gotta look at my birth certificate. It shit. It makes because the birth certificates are
tell
different.
You the time no more.
Yeah, it don't. Cause it's crazy. Like, and Rob, man, keep inspiring people. Cause I know so many friends that we grew up with and people that we know that live a lie.
Right.
And they are afraid to say, I'm an addict.
Exactly.
No matter if you on liquor, you smoke too much weed, you on perks, you on cocaine, or sex,
He's an addict.
or
It could be a lot of things.
you like to abuse women or men.
Yeah,
Listen,
it could be a lot of things.
Look, when I went in that program, man, I said everything must change, and I took that thing right. I took that and I ran with it because it said everything must change. And when it said everything must change, I had to change everything about me. And beginning was I turned my life back over to God.
That's what's up.
And this is something
I want to elaborate on that, but go ahead.
This is something people couldn't understand what I was doing when I was in the program, right? Because I was spiritually dead. So I was going, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah, because you ain't had nothing to believe in.
Let me tell you what I was doing, right? I was going Bible study. I was going to Tylene classes.
Wow,
I was
doing
going
anything.
I was going to Jumar. I sat in the back because they had it down there.
Hey, D's.
Yeah.
I'm laughing, but it's so
feel
thorough.
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
So you did all.
And I
you
went
were
to
studying
church.
Christianity, Islam. You were just studying everything.
I was just basically
You were
not
spiritual.
not-
you were
not-
searching for.
I was searching my spirit.
I get it.
Listen,
I get it.
I knew I was already a Christian, right?
Right.
But I wanted to be spiritually fed over,
Right.
right?
Oh, wow.
And see, I respect
Powerful.
Muslims. I got a lot of friends. I respect them. And I see the discipline they have, right? So I needed to pick up some of that. So I could get
understand.
discipline.
I
And
know
that-
right
and
where
that's
you're
all-
going.
That's all with the Christians. I see the
Right.
discipline they had.
Right.
Discipline may be in a different ways,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it was about loving God and getting that spiritual
Period.
strength that I needed.
Right.
So the E-man, he was also in recovery, so he understood what I was doing, right?
Right.
And I asked him, I said, out of not trying to be disrespectful to y'all,
Right.
is there any way I can just sit in the class? He said, yeah, you can sit in the back.
Right.
I said, that's all I need. I'll sit in the back through everything. Just picking up their spirits.
Right.
Picking up the spirit, the spiritual teachings.
Right.
So I did it all. I did it all for about 6 months.
When did you knew you were strong on your own, without a religion, a person, or a place?
Never.
Right.
I was hoping that you said
Never.
it's an ongoing battle.
Never.
Right.
If I stop going to church, even with the pandemic, I'm pulling the church up on my phone.
Right.
Right? If I stop all that stuff, guess what? It won't be no Rob around. It won't be no Gov to call. It won't be no posting of no happy birthdays. It won't be nobody to run around and act silly. There'll be no more TikToks for Rob. Rob will be disappeared.
Make sure y'all follow Rob on everything smoking. He is Robert the Gov.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Go
Gov,
ahead.
Gov, SV Gov. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram as SV Gov.
Rob is the most. Let me just tell you this. You know how you have some friends, like if right now I put a post up and I challenged every woman in the United States of America. And my challenge was, and I hope Rob can play before I say this, because I hope he can, because I'm going to be embarrassed if he can't. I hope you can play, Rob. Let me just show you this post that I put up. Can you play jacks?
Yeah, I can play jacks.
Me and Rob the Gov will beat any woman in the world that know how to play jacks.
That's right. We laying it down
challenge
now.
right there. I don't
Here's
know
a
about
challenge.
Listen,
Y'all gonna do a round of
Listen,
world and flip over the hand?
I'm showing y'all. Me and Rob the Gov. Look, if y'all can play jacks,
I'm in.
D's, you can't play no jacks.
crazy.
You lucky I ain't got a pair.
I'm in.
Now, the last time,
Man.
Burn, she did beat me. She from Broad Alley. This was back in NCO. This was 14 years ago, though. She did. I got to, but when I stopped, I was on 60s.
On 60s?
I was on 60s.
What?
Yeah.
On
But
60s.
it was my first job. We ain't playing
How many
years.
jacks your head?
I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie. But we had
60.
and we had double. I mean, I don't know if it was doubles, but I tell you, I can't remember the lingo. But when you flip the jacks, she did that like 3 times before I got another turn.
Grab them all in your
joint.
hand, yes.
She did it 3 times before I got another turn. I was salty. But that was 14 years ago. I'm better. I have willpower to move on. Like Rob just described, I'm no longer going. Listen, now this is my spirit. This is what I'm going to keep me willpowered up. I believe that I can beat her. Because the last time she beat me, not only was 8 other girls in the cafeteria and 4 other guys, it was embarrassing. Right. So I'm no longer letting her embarrass me. So any woman, because I know the young bucks don't know how to play jacks. Y'all never even played jacks.
He been home practicing.
So I'll beat the brakes off anybody. You got to be, let me just say you got to be 60 on down. No, I'm going to say 55 on down.
No, because we got to.
The old heads might be good, right?
Yeah, we got to keep it where, because, we might have some young bucks that can play.
I beat any young
I'm
bucks.
tell you right
bro,
now.
you can't be scared. You sound like you scared, bro. You pleading the fifth.
No, I ain't scared.
I found some jacks in a corner store, right? And I bought them.
They got them cross street. Don't make us beat you for the show go off.
Kids how to play.
Hey, listen.
Because Rob, I have him beat you right now. See, I'm Michael Jordan and Jack, so I'm not showing my skills.
I hit that joint. Listen, I got a whole lot of women in my family, so I learned how to play.
That was so much fun.
Can you beat them?
No, I ain't gonna.
I'll beat them for you. Don't worry. I'll beat everybody in your family in jacks.
Listen, my cousin,
you better not touch a jack.
My cousin Lisa.
I'm good.
You better not touch a jack.
Hey, listen, my cousin Lisa, my cousin Donna, Gail, my sisters.
Bums.
Val.
Line them up. We get geographical. West Oak Lane versus Somerville and Jacks. Since Khadijah talking about better not South Philly versus EA.
That's right.
The whole South Philly. Every woman in South Philly.
I got you.
Bring the Jacks.
I got you, SP.
Hey, but listen, I don't know how long the show is, but listen, can I give a shout?
We got to 7 o'clock. You good?
Okay, yeah, I want to give a shout out to
do what you do.
The people that, because see, I can never let this go unnoticed, because when I went into recovery, and even when I was battling my addiction on the outside, they were still there, but they wasn't. They were still there, but they just wanted me to get it together. But
what you mean?
That they was there.
Wasn't that easy, huh?
Listen, but when I went into recovery,
wait a minute. You was in recovery, but you went in recovery.
No.
Okay.
No, before
I went into recovery, I might have said it wrong.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I talk about this, I get emotion, I get tongue-tied.
I can tell, right? But no, because some people go in, mess up, then go back. That's what I thought.
No. Once I went in 2009, I haven't looked back since. It's been 12 years straight.
That's so decent.
Uninterrupted recovery. Uninterrupted. And through the line of that, like my whole entire family, I can't mention y'all names because I'm going to forget people, but my whole entire family, from my sisters, my stepmom, my stepdad, my brothers, cousins, nieces, and daughters and sons, they all supported me to the utmost. And then I had some solid friends, right? That my man Pig, Gil, Little Gil, Mark Smooth,
absolutely,
Kev, them guys, like they, and then you got my man Lonnie J. I gotta give a shout out to my sisters on the outside, like Tia.
Not the ones I'm playing in Jacks.
No, not them. These are the ones on the outside.
Don't shout the ones I'm playing in Jacks out.
These are
they enemies right now. Go ahead.
These are the ones that stuck by me and keep pushing me to I just can't keep. They just keep pushing nonstop. That's Tia, to Miki, Juan, Rowena Falk, Renee, Gloria, Darlene. Oh my God, people gonna get mad if I forget their names. But listen, all my sisters. Hold up, Michelle, Kathy, Tina, like these women, and there's so many more, y'all. Y'all know I can't remember. Y'all know I always mess up the names, but Carlise, like these people, like oh my God, like talking about a rock.
Who got on your nerves the most trying to help you?
All of them, because they didn't play.
No, it had to be just one that just.
No, because if if I run away from one, here come the other one doing the same thing that the other one did. It was like I said, when that spirit of God come on you, he's going to shoot it to other people and make sure that you hear him.
Oh, wow.
You know, he's going. So
tell the people again.
He's going to send the right people your way.
When that spirit of God come on you and you walking in it and you trying to live it, he's going to shoot when you try to run. If I run from you, because you talking something that I don't feel like hearing, he's going to send it to her, and she's going to talk the same thing. So that's what was going on, man.
Nobody wasn't trying to hear it.
Like my cousin Rock, that's like my brother, Critter. Like, it's so many people in my neighborhood and outside of my neighborhood, even up to guys, like Kenny Ebo, the Wadsworth. EA, I'm not going to forget you because, when you see me, you like, hey, keep it going. You
all the time.
Always keep them in together. Yeah. We battle sometimes,
Right.
Especially when we beat y'all in bowling, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
No, y'all robbed us in bowling. They gave me the smallest trophy. Then hold on.
Look, listen. They get do the trophy right there.
Oh, look at that.
Now, wait a minute. Now this trophy right here is symbolic. Look, y'all. Now who is symbolic to? Stand up, Rob.
I see it. There you go.
Stand up.
But guess what? That's the trophy they took on. We took on a bigger trophy.
And it say the first annual battle of the bowl, bums, last place.
Wow.
And I accepted it with honor.
The trophy, so they
had to give it to somebody.
Yeah.
So guess who gained mastery? I gained willpower and stepped up and took the trophy.
That's right.
That's right.
But guess what?
On your twinkle toes.
Guess who had the bowling party? Somebody from the Ville, somebody from Wadsworth, and guess who won? Somebody from the Ville.
Well, that's because we
Wessel Glen lost. Ain't that a coincidence?
That's because
Wessel Glen.
That's because we played, man.
Yeah,
just like we used to beat y'all in basketball. Even though y'all tried to recruit Bo Pete over there to help y'all play ball.
No, y'all could have kept Bo Pete. Because I honestly thought Bo Pete was from Wessel Glen a lot of years because he's hanging with Smack.
Yeah.
Bo Pete really is a bum today.
Hey, Bo, I hope you listen.
That's my guy.
Hey, Bo.
Bo Pete helped him and Smack helped referee to stop the violence basketball game with King.
Absolutely. And give a shout out to Smack and Bo Pete.
They still in the community giving back.
And Spence, they still in the community giving back. Give a shout out to my youngins, Razor, Danger Zone, Razor, man. Kareem,
see, but now, Khadijah, see, we being geographical. Right. See, we used to fight back in the day.
I'm sure.
Some of it in Simon's Playground, we used to go to Simon's used to have big parties.
Yes,
you could not go to Simon's unless you knew how to fight.
Exactly.
Because when you left the party, Somerville was one of the deepest organizations in Uptown, besides like Brickyard.
But look.
Dogtown, Hain Street. No, Somerville was one of the biggest, largest organizations.
But my thing is, but look at you guys now. Because for the young folks who are out here shooting and killing each other, who never think they would see a day where two people from different neighborhoods would be able to sit side by side and tell the stories of how they've gained the wisdom and the knowledge to be where they at right now. You know what I mean?
Let me get Rob his trophy while you're talking. Go ahead.
Because these youth, because I wanted to just get what you were doing in your community, because the youth, they need so much of what both of you have, what all of us have technically, but the young men, because I'm a firm believer that I'm a firm believer in that. Although I can raise a man, I know that my son needs men in his life because I'm not a man, and when he goes through men things, I don't know how to explain that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So to have you guys here now in this time of your life, especially you being a recovering addict, because I know that because my mom's a recovering addict. My other mother who raised me,
I'm a recovering addict too. I sold drugs.
Addict. Exactly.
When I went to jail, they told me I had to take the same class as recovering addicts took. Right. And I couldn't fathom that. Why?
Because you know why? Because the dealers have an addiction too.
They
get an addiction to that money.
You hit it right on the nose.
And in the process of them selling the product, they don't see the detriment that it causes. Because and I know for a fact because I've seen it in my own family with my own friends. In their mind, I'm not making you buy this crack. this heroin, this pill. I'm not making you. You're making a choice. So they don't see their part in the downfall at first. So many. So like I said, to have you guys here from different neighborhoods that went back and forth before each other and sitting side by side is a testament to any of the youth that watch, that don't be so quick to pull out a gun.
Exactly.
Because you might have somebody that you couldn't stand. You'd be sitting, not to say you guys couldn't stand each other, but you be sitting next to somebody who you never thought you would be sitting next to at this time in your life.
And that's one of the things that we, as far as what you were saying, what I'm doing in my neighborhood,
right?
That's one of the things that we're trying to instill into the younger fellas, that no matter what, you got to come together. One of the things I was doing in the neighborhood, just showing love, like just helping do different cookouts,
right.
Bringing everybody together.
Right.
And like, again, I wasn't doing it by myself. Having it was a whole team of us,
right.
a whole group of us that we all got together and just did it. It's just that I'm more boisterous than a lot of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we were even to the point where about 5 years ago, the guys that does the Uptown Memorial Cookout.
It was a little longer than that, man. I give it about
6 or
10.
7.
No, about 8. Because Miliano started it. He started the Uptown Memorial Cookout, and then because he got Miles to do it on Sharp Neck. That's where it started. It started on Sharp Neck Street.
But I know
but
that.
You're right, because Uptown Cookout is where every neighborhood from Uptown get together and have no beef.
That's what's up.
And
love
So literally, but this occurred about 5 years ago. Ebo and Miles.
That's my guy, Ebo.
Yeah, they reached out to me and was like, "Let's do something that was never done." I said, "What's that?" They said, "Let's do the Uptown Memorial Cookout, but Somerville also be a part of it." And
but Somerville is Uptown.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
But
I get the division.
Yeah,
because they're from. I get it.
Division.
I get it.
So
I get it. That was smart.
Talking to the rest of the guys, we all came. It was about maybe 10, 20 of us, literally at a meeting. Went out to eat. We sat down and talked. Met at the park. We all came together that one year, and it was just a big Somerville, Uptown, Wildsville, everything. Everybody came together.
It was really.
Even had people from Haines Street, people from the jungle, all over. Everybody came out, and it was just like a beautiful time.
That's what's up.
So it's just about like even I go down, I get phone calls even to help out, put things together down North Philly, West Philly. And some people that come and ask me to help them do stuff, which I don't mind doing. Like I don't mind helping nobody.
Right.
See, that answers her question.
Yeah.
Because young guys, now it's time to, like some people say, why are they still doing all this? And they see it, that they see all the violence going on. They don't know that after you kill somebody, you get homicide. I mean, you get a homicide, you get life, or you get death row. And I'm gonna be all honest. That's why when we started the Philly Uncut documentaries, our phraseology is we do these documentaries to create awareness.
Right.
Awareness about what?
Right.
What really truly goes on.
Yes.
Because even though he might be out here doing all this violence now, it might take one slap on the wrist to turn him around.
Absolutely.
They got to see it. Like I always ask, like my folks, Leslie, she asks me all the time. She say, why do you watch First 48 all the time? I be like, because I need to see how the criminals think. I'm not going to go out here and, do something nutty. So I ain't trying to play defense on the detectives and the cops. You still need to, like people say, I don't watch the news. Yeah. How can you not keep up with current events? So you can walk outside and the sky's falling and you'll never know.
Absolutely.
Right.
You need to keep up with current events. Information is powerful. In order for you to know that you're not supposed to cross the street at a red light, something had to happen for you to know the consequences if you walk across the street at a red light, bow. Like on the boulevard. Everybody can't stand the boulevard now in Philadelphia. Those that's watching wherever you're watching across the world.
That's one
Because
of the
in
most dangerous
Philadelphia,
highways in the country.
it's one of the most dangerous highways in the United States of America because it's a 45 mile per hour zone, but you could do 70 and 80. But as of about 4 months ago, you cannot. If you go over 40, you're going to get a ticket in the mail if you go over 40. And it warns you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I hate to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
Right? But
That's
you
your trophy, Rob.
That's
his trophy.
But hold up. I hate to put you on the spot, right? But I gotta say this to you. I gotta ask you this, right?
Go ahead.
I seen all the Philly Uncuts, man, and I think you're doing a tremendous job.
Why Rob ain't on there?
Right. I think you're doing a tremendous job. It ain't why Rob ain't on. Why the Ville not on there?
The Ville was supposed to be on there several times.
Okay, well.
Do you want me to tell the people that dropped the ball for the Ville?
Nah,
wait a minute. The day I was supposed to do the whole Somerville, I wound up only getting Titter, which I filmed it right in front of Titter in Scruffy Barbershop with Titter's on there, and we're talking for a whole 20 minutes. Excuse me, next.
Okay, well.
So now that Rob the Gov is around,
maybe you had the wrong people.
Maybe you gotta get Rob the
right?
Gov on
to get the right people.
I'm doing part 4 right now.
That's right.
Hey, listen.
And you got a story.
Maybe you had the wrong people.
And Khadijah is writing up all this. So before you go, you're gonna make sure she got your information. We're gonna set it up, and we coming back Somerville, and we're gonna talk about how the Oak Lane Raiders was bums to the Oak Lane
God. Here you go.
Hey, listen.
That's how we battle now.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Kerm, you on there? Yeah.
Hey,
Kerm is a witness.
Yeah, Kerm just say anything. Anybody think about Kerm? Listen, right?
Oak Lane Raiders record, real quick.
Oh, excuse me. What's Oak Lane?
Y'all got a better record than the Oak Lane Wildcats.
I have to check it.
Tell the truth.
No. Hey, Smooth. Where you at, Smooth?
What South Philly team, Khadijah?
Who back there could have stopped
Fran will be
Foster?
able to tell us.
From when?
It don't matter. The team, the South. Y'all had a team.
How about the last 4 years? How about the last 4 years? Oakland Raiders. Not the Oakland Raiders. I'm sorry.
Y'all ain't got a team no more. So go ahead.
The Northwest Raiders, right? The Northwest Raiders were state champs. How about that? The last 4 years.
When?
Look it up. Look it up. The last
5 years before Martin Luther King passed away.
My nephew.
I'm talking about the last 4 years.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Oak Lane Wildcats.
We had Polk. Y'all couldn't stop Polk. You know,
Polk.
Robert Evans. Y'all couldn't stop. Y'all couldn't stop Mark Foster. Nate London.
Don't play with. Don't make me name the West Oak Lane boys.
Listen. Look,
we had the better looking cheerleaders. We had the better players, and y'all had to play in our field.
Listen,
y'all field was too small when it came to a big game.
I'm not gonna fight with you on that.
Yeah, y'all field is about the size of 2 blocks back Somerville.
Hey, but listen, it is. Yeah. But anyway,
that's the willpower. See how you keep it strong?
Listen, what it is, what it is. But one thing about it, man, you know, if regardless of what goes on, we always show each other love, and that's the beauty of it.
Oh, my cousin said Sharks Nation is South Philly team.
Sharks Nation.
Nation.
Now let's talk about Sharks real quick.
What's y'all record? Heard of them.
What's their record?
What's y'all
y'all bums? Sharks.
What's their? Don't see now you get on here. What's their record?
Let y'all kids come uptown and learn from us.
I don't know because my son played for
Sharks.
What's the one on Cecil B. Moore?
See, y'all went South Philly went all down north
because they didn't have no teams back when my son.
Y'all did have a team.
I don't know. My son played up at the.
She named it. Now you gonna try trade on the Sharks?
I don't know about the. I think my nephew.
See, they don't even know what the Sharks are. Nobody know what the Sharks are.
Who the Sharks? I don't know who the Sharks is. We're gonna have to Google that.
They won a couple times. Stop there.
Where? Down South Philly?
When she said Sharks, I thought she was talking about the kids' song.
Baby Sharks.
Baby Sharks.
Now they trying to go in. So Jasmine, since you gave me the shark information, you gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to come back with the record.
I know the Baby Shark song.
I had to come back.
Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Baby Shark.
What's the grandma joke?
Oh, she said no. She said no. The Sharks went to Disney World 3 years in a row. Don't play with us. So that means they got some.
When? What year?
Some Super Bowl. Some
yeah.
Super Bowl.
We got 10 minutes.
No,
What
they
year?
did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They did go.
Oh, there they go. You hear that?
They played the Northwest Raiders and lost.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
I got Googled. I
They
don't know if
played
that's
the
facts, people.
They played the Raiders in Disney World,
And lost.
and they lost.
And lost.
Well, it don't matter because we went.
No, I think
We went.
No,
Y'all try to take it out
We're
of
in
us.
Somerville
no.
sometimes.
Take it down
eh?
South Philly and say they won. I don't believe that. Fox don't even believe that
All right,
one.
we,
Fox ain't never heard of the Sharks. I
But
think
they-
they making that up.
no, they do have a team called the Sharks.
But he talking about Blackhawks. That's
Black-
Oh,
North
the
Philly. He from
Blackhawks.
West
That's,
Oak Lane.
that's where my son played. My son used
But
to
that's
play
North
for the
Philly.
And my
That's North
nephew.
Philly.
I know, but listen, my son's like 30-something years old. And
His dad from North.
No.
Where's
They didn't
his
have
dad
no
from?
team
South
in South Philly, so me and my sister took my son and my nephew.
South Philly had a
to see-
team.
Not when my son was the kid. I can't
Don't
remember
do
them
that.
having no football down there. So they played for the Blackhawks.
Kenny Gamble, I know he had a team. OG,
No, he had
you
the
had a team
Magic.
down there, right? You had the Magic, but I know it was a team down there. Don't do that to OG,
I don't
because
tell me where it was.
we
at.
had West Oak Lane
Oh,
Wildcats.
she said the last three. The last three times they
What
was in
year?
Disney World.
What year?
The last 3 years, I guess.
Who was that saying that?
That's Jasmine. Yeah.
Oh, Jasmine. What year was that, Jasmine? Because we don't think you telling the truth.
I think
She
Jasmine.
said recent.
Hey, Jasmine.
When? It's
It-
2022.
You know what?
Hey, listen, Google it.
My sister, my nephew played.
Jasmine ain't keeping it gangster.
I'm gonna have to
And Jasmine
find out.
don't be keeping it real.
Find
Jasmine, you ain't. No, she keeping it South
Hey,
Philly.
I feel.
I feel ain't telling the
Now,
truth.
I don't know what that's
I
supposed to
feel.
mean.
No, I feel.
I don't know what that's supposed to keep.
I
South
feel
Philly.
you ain't- no,
that
I
must be that
feel.
must be keeping it real because that's all we doing.
Hey, my people run said 4th and Washington. What was that 4th
What was
and
the team,
Washington?
Ryan?
What was the team, Ron?
They was
I
bums
don't
though,
know.
right?
Oh, Deidre says Simba Sharks.
Simba
Silver
Shark.
Shark.
Man, that sound like
the Lion
that's
King.
the Lion King mixed with the Sharks.
Deidre. Deidre.
Simba!
Deidre.
Simba!
Deidre. No, Deidre. Now I like you talking about. I like the Lion King. I like Simba. That's my guy. No, Deidre, you on the wrong. We're not talking about the Lion
Why?
King. We talking about the West Oak Lane Wildcats was better than the Oak Lane Raiders. That's what y'all used to be. Y'all done changed y'all name a couple times. That's why y'all was
My
so
nephew used
bad.
to play for the Raiders.
Which Raiders?
He used to play.
See which
they
one?
played-
What?
They, played
See, they
in Martin
changed their
Luther-
name twice.
No, we always been Northwest Raiders.
No,
No,
they,
that was Oakland. I mean, that was
Never.
That was
never.
that
Y'all
was
feel-
Always Northwest
y'all
Raiders.
Phil was behind Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go there and watch him play games.
The
Yeah.
field was about the size of like half a block.
No. What-
They didn't even have it really a field.
No, that's our
Big back
practice
then,
field.
right?
First of all,
No, not. No,
y'all
we-
played in Simons.
No, we played at Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was our home team.
Yeah, that's
Our
because
home
y'all ain't
field.
have really a field.
We didn't have a field. But we just had a big playground.
Yeah, y'all used to use Simons.
Yeah.
Y'all
Anyway.
used our practice field. Y'all used our bleachers.
Listen,
Yeah.
we beat y'all too. That's all
No,
that
y'all
matters.
didn't.
Hey, look that up.
I'm gonna get some coaches to tell the
I'm
truth.
looking it up.
Look
We're
that
gonna
up.
bring. Let's do a deal.
Let's do it.
Let's try to get a coach from the Sharks, a coach from the Raiders, and a coach from Oak Lane. I'm bringing Kerm up.
All right, you know
Oh,
what?
they the Sigma Sharks, not the
See,
Simba.
y'all done changed y'all name.
Sigma.
South
She
Philly out
said
of pocket.
Simba. She meant Sigma.
Oh,
It's
Sigma
the South
Shark.
Philly Sigma.
because she was on point. Sigma
Shark.
Shark.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But
DJ.
what year did they win? Come
Hold
on,
on,
we
let me
need
look-
that
let me
because
go
I want
on
to.
they-
Because
I
I know
needed
West
to
Oak
know-
Lane got a bunch of.
Here they go.
How many
Welcome-
years?
Welcome to the Sharks. You're trying to play us. Don't.
That's the Shark Tank.
There they go. See, there go the boys right there.
Whatever. She gonna pull up their whole video.
That's their.
I said pull up
No,
Northwest.
I said how many? Hold on.
Oh,
let me
hold up, the
let me
Northwest-
ask you, y'all.
It said, welcome to the Shark Tank. Oh, the Shark Tank.
How many
That's it.
championships did the Sharks and South
Here we
Philly
go. It's
football
telling
team
us right
win?
here. Hold on. I'm going on a page.
No. How many championships?
It don't come up. Watch this. How many championships did the West Oak Lane Wildcats win?
2, 1, 0.
All right, she ain't saying it. What? They just won one in 2017. Now, let me see.
Put up
How
Northwest.
many championships did the Oak Lane Raiders win?
It's not Oak Lane Raiders.
I
Northwest
mean, my
Raiders.
face. How many championships did the Northwest Raiders win?
Pull it
The
up.
last one y'all won, no date. Look at that. Y'all ain't got a date, bro. Bye, boy.
Yeah, you ain't
Y'all
pulling
ain't
it
got
up
a
right.
date. Ours 2017.
You ain't even pulling it up right.
All right, whatever. Well, you got serious.
But hey, listen. I really also let me share something else real quick
Go
before
ahead.
we get a little too far off topic. Because we was talking about the recovery because I want somebody out here to understand that y'all just seen what went on, right? That you can still have fun.
Mhm.
You still can have
And
fun.
talk about your. What would you call it, Khadijah? Help us.
talk about?
You can talk about
One of the things you had to overcome.
yes, overcoming things from your past. Yes.
But listen. Let me tell you the real story about it, right? When people say that, oh, because you got a record, oh, you can't get a job, right? But check this out, right?
What?
Hey,
you can get a job. Don't even get started with that.
Listen. This is the funny part, right? Because I was driving for a recovery program, right? So I went on about 25 interviews, right? Literally. And then I went to this last interview because it was something that I really wanted to do as far as being a maintenance technician, right? Mm-hmm. And the guy said to me, he said, listen, I'm not checking your background. You got the job. So I started working for this one company, right?
Was he white or black?
He was white.
Good. Thank you.
Yes,
clear folk.
Yeah. So as I started working for this one company, right, I said, listen, I want to increase my skills. So the guy that I was working for, he said, well, why don't you go to school for electric? Because you can do everything else. So I went to school for electric, right? And now, mind you, this last company I was working for, I was going all the way out Phoenixville. I was going here. I was going there.
Wow. Man,
so
in the mix.
I didn't even know. I forgot that I put in this application for this other company.
Okay.
And then they called me on a Monday morning, right? And it was like, can you come in for an interview at 12 o'clock? I said, no. I said, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm at work right now. I have a job, so I can see if I can get off tomorrow and maybe come. She said, give me a minute. It's a true story. She said, give me a minute. She came back to the phone. She said, how long will it take you to get back here to Philly? I said, traffic, maybe I probably won't get there till about 5 o'clock, 5:30. She said, well, somebody's going to stay here to 6:30 and wait for you. I said, what? Wow. I left. I wound up leaving work early anyway. Got there by 4:30, right? The place that I work at now, everybody know I work at Post Brothers, right? Yeah. I work for them. Yeah. And the man, when he came and interviewed me, he told me, he said, listen, I'm looking at this. He asked me how much money I made. He said, listen, we're going to give you $6 more than what you're making now. God. I said, what? He said,
lost your mind.
I said, what?
Willpower, huh?
I said, okay. And then he said, yes, this is what we start you off. He said, another few months, you'll get a raise. Boom, no problem. I ain't going to say it. About 13 minutes away from my house. From riding an hour and 15 minutes to Phoenixville. Now I ride from Germantown. I ride from Germantown to City Line Avenue, or if they need me to go downtown, it's still not a hike.
Yes.
And I share this, just wanted to let y'all know, anybody that's out there watching, if you got a family member that's going through, or you're going through yourself, that God can make anything possible. I got my whole entire family back in my life. I got friends and extended friends that, there were people that's not supposed to be in your life. Because I'm going to tell y'all this is the funny part. There was a couple of people I met on Facebook, right? Females. I'm going to keep it 100. It was females. And when we started talking, right, and I tell them, well, listen, they said, when you want to go out, we have some drink. I said, listen, I don't drink, but we can go out. I don't mind going. I still go everywhere. Right. I'll be everywhere. Bars, clubs, because there's food, there's soda, and there's music, and there's socialization. Right. There was a couple of women that actually told me that, oh, I can't talk to you because you don't drink. I said, okay, fine, because you ain't supposed to be in my life for that, To tell me that, oh, well, you in recovery, you don't do nothing, that mean you boring. No, you don't know me. Right. So you done judge me. Right. You done judge me already. Because you don't drink, you boring. You done judge me already. Listen, through the grace of God, I done experienced so many things since I've been in recovery, man. I was blessed with, the material things that really doesn't, I appreciate them. I have different awards. I was in a fashion show at the Dell East a couple of years ago. I walked, then my man calls me 6:30 in the morning.
That's me. That's right. Up. And he was up too.
The early bird gets the worm.
He calls me 6:30 in the morning, right? And say, listen, I need you to be a co-host with me in the fashion show. I said, hey, I'm crazy. He said, I don't care. Do what you're going to do. I said, because I'll come out the fashion show with every outfit they got on.
That shit did.
And I will interact with everyone. He said, that's what I need.
Right.
So, I thank God for my personality for people, and then I'm involved with a whole lot. Okay, I'm involved with a whole lot of different things. Like I'm the president of the advisory board for Lonnie Young Playground. I'm the president of my high school alumni corporation. I'm socialized with a bunch of ladies with another committee. It's just through the grace of God that He allowed me to be a part of everything. Like also, one more time, I'm a president. Junior president of the Dave Richardson committee that's coming up for back, Dave Richardson, the old state rep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I just wanted to share that before we ended this. But through the grace of God, all these people that have been in my life, and I want to say out to y'all, I want to thank y'all, the ones that I know personally, the ones I just know on Facebook that continue to encourage me to do things, to keep going. Even when they see me down, they always there no matter what. I get different inboxes from people that I don't know that just continue to encourage me. And I thank y'all for that, man. And I got nothing but love for each and every one of y'all.
We had to let you go. We had to go over a minute.
We had to let
a minute. Because that was a prayer for everybody.
I want to thank you for coming on and sharing your story on our podcast, WillPower UnSurfaced. That's what we're all about, sharing the stories of recovery and will in our community. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. For all our audience, don't forget, next week, Rich Dollars will be here. Is that his name? Rich Dollars.
Rich Dollars, March 7th.
Will be here. Registration fee is $150 if you want to come down and interview for that models and interview for that reality show.
Rob will be here.
So I will see you the following Monday. And that's all for WillPower UnSurfaced today. Thank you. See you in